What is up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Well, I sure did. And this is going to be an enjoyable week because oh man, my lights out. Because Trump got his booster shot and he got booed by his supporters for supporting the vaccine when he's been a pretty strong supporter of vaccine since 2020, which that crowd denies. But let's take a look.
But look, we did something that was historic. We saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. We, together, all of us, not me, we. We got a vaccine done, 3 vaccines done, and tremendous therapeutics like Regeneron and other things that have saved a lot of lives. We got a vaccine done in less than 9 months that was supposed to take from 5 to 12 years. Because of that vaccine,
You hear that? He's a pretty strong supporter of the vaccine. If you guys weren't paying attention for the last couple of years, they trying to say this guy was like, and the anti-vax folks are trying to pin this guy on a pedestal as some kind of hero. Yeah, y'all some clowns.
Of that vaccine, millions and millions of people. I think this would have been the Spanish flu of 1917, where up to 100 million people died. This was going to ravage the country far beyond what it is right now. Take credit for it. Take credit for it. It's a great, what we've done is...
You hear that? Trump is taking credit for the vaccine. You hear that?
Historic. Don't let them take it away. Don't take it away from ourselves. You're playing right into their hands when you sort of like, oh, the vaccine. If you don't want to take it, you shouldn't be forced to take it. No mandates, but take credit because we saved tens of millions of lives. Take credit. Don't let them take that away from you.
Okay, so the president made news.
Do you agree with that?
Right? Now he's begging his audience to agree with that, but a lot of them boo. They just see the disappointment on Trump's face. You can tell the disappointment on his face. He's trying to front, but he can't.
Yes.
I got it too. Okay, so...
Don't.
I mean, look at his audience groaning because they both got the booster. I mean, the thing is, like, most of the prominent Trump supporters in the media got the vaccine, yet they're telling people not to get vaccinated. Yeah, they're trying to play the audience that like, oh, we're the pure bloods. Oh, we're never getting vaccinated. Oh. And the thing is, like, yeah, you see it from this article. Trump supporters booed and jeered when revealed he got a booster shot as pro-vaccination. This was on Sunday when he also got the booster shot. They cheered when he said it's post-vaccine mandates. See, they only like the things they like to hear from Trump, but they ignore the things they don't like to hear about Trump. And the fact is, he was very strong pro-vaccination. So let's see what these... I've been trying to rile these dudes up for the last couple of hours or so. This Saudi army. What does it say? It's hard to read. This YouTube is a paid shield for the... Look at that. Paid shield. I'm gonna use Trump. I'm gonna use Trump's own words. Watch this. I'm gonna use Trump's own words against this fucking clown. And this dude called himself base. About clowns like you, about clown. You're playing white to the hands. You doubt the vaccine. So who's really your side troll? These dudes just own themselves, man. They continually own themselves. And Trump's all words about clowns like you. They're so easy to own because they just own themselves. They don't do any research outside of the news they like to hear. And as you see, like, let's look at... No, I don't want to take a look at that clown's channel. I don't want to give that clown more views than he already has. But you're playing right into their hands when you got the vaccine. And the thing is, I think a lot of these dudes are influenced by Robert F. Kennedy, too. Like, he's a pretty strong anti-vax advocate himself. He's on the right. He's on the left. See, I know there's like left-wing anti-vaxxers, folks. I mean, there's anti-vaxxers on the left too, folks. It ain't just a right-wing thing, you know. I'm pretty nuanced and fair in my opinions for the most part. Now that they say like, but words will never hurt me. And I'm gonna use Trump's own words. I'm gonna use Trump's own words on this anti-vax fool. See, these fools call themselves purebloods. You're playing right. You're playing right into their hands. You're playing right into their hands, dude. Man, I mean, folks don't like hearing the truth. They don't like. I mean, the thing about MegaFolks is they don't like hearing the truth. They don't like to hear. So the thing is, you gotta troll them a bit. I honestly do troll them a bit. I like winding them up. But let's take a look at this tape from on my Twitter from oh yeah, Mansion, by the way, yeah, and Noah Smith. This is a funny take. Maybe this means he'll be canceled by his own movement and not run in 2024. Who knows? I mean, I'm got a feeling. Yeah. DeSantis might have a problem because Trump lives in Florida. But yeah, Trump is still very much the front runner for 2024. Look at the polls. And look at Biden's approval rating, or Brandon, or whatever they call him on the right. His approval rating is quite low. And let's take a look at his comment. Notice how he is framing, don't let them take this from you. We did this. And then he checks with his audience to see if he is playing. He wants to reframe, but also test to see if it works. Will they choose anti-vax or Trump? That's a good question. Because the thing is, like, they make it their identity. The thing is, the reason why most of these folks are anti-vax, because they don't want to they want to feel like they've caved to the liberals. That's the main thing. That, or like, they don't want the market, if they're evangelical, they don't want the market of beast. Or like it's hubristic arrogance, like, well, it affects those people in New York. It ain't going to affect me out in the country, even though like most of the deaths are coming from like those counties. And then if you read Reddit, Herman Cain Awards, like you see a lot of them say the same exact talking points, have the same exact arrogance. But yeah, I'm trying to wrap this reaction up. Give me a take if you feel this video. Dislike it, don't like this video. I expect to get a lot of this.